This man ate enough food for an entire country in one sitting. As a token of gratitude for their kindness, he began to work for them. In just 2 minutes, he cleared huge tracts of land. Effortlessly, he caught a lot of fish and gave it to the little people. The little people cheered happily and begged Gulliver to stay. However, Gulliver's thoughts were constantly on his missing wife, so he went to the king hoping to get a ship. The king immediately agreed but set one condition. Gulliver had to help defeat the enemy country before he could find his wife. Gulliver had no choice but to agree. After swimming for 10 minutes, Gulliver finally noticed the enemy ships. He began to tow them away. When the king heard this news, he immediately ordered an attack on Gulliver. However, no matter how fiercely the soldiers attacked, they could not harm Gulliver. He continued to drag all the enemy ships away. Returning to the land of the little people, the king had a medal made for Gulliver, symbolizing that he was allowed to enter this country. But when Gulliver asked for a ship, the king changed his mind. Gulliver had become famous for helping the little people, and if he had continued in that manner, he could have even become the new king. To prevent this, the king ordered Gulliver's execution. At that moment, the castle suddenly caught fire, and the king was on the verge of being burned alive. In the critical second, Gulliver, without hesitation, drank a huge amount of water and then spat it out onto the castle, successfully putting out the flames. But the king became even more envious and immediately ordered the soldiers to execute Gulliver. Gulliver was powerless but grateful for the help he had once received. Therefore, he did not resist. Instead, he jumped onto a ship and left the land of the little people. Continuing his search for his wife, Gulliver reached a strange island. To his surprise, there were adults his own height. Delighted, Gulliver ran towards them, but soon realized they were just a human-sized dolls. Suddenly, a huge shadow appeared behind him. Gulliver slowly turned around and was horrified to see a giant, who was 3 times taller than himself, looking down at him. In this land of giants, Gulliver went from being a giant to a little person. The giant farmer treated him like a rare curiosity, put him in a cage, and started taking him around everywhere to show people. Gulliver was forced to perform like a circus.